Good evening and welcome. You're watching India Decides at 9 o'clock tonight. Well, moving on to something that I strongly believe in, that Indians, when they know where their money is going, are generous and they give generously. This is Joy of Giving Week, and we're going to be joined by the one and only Nandita Das in just a moment. And I'm Imtiaz Ali. In fact, the motivating force behind this week of Joy of Giving, and Nandita Das. Thank you both very much for joining us. Imtiaz, I don't know if you heard that I believe, I don't know whether you agree, that Indians are extremely generous. They do give, but they want to know where their money is going. They hate giving it to some chief minister's fund, which is an amorphous thing, and they don't know what's happening. Do you find that? Are you experiencing that in the Joy of Giving Week?
Absolutely. In fact, the whole point of the Joy of Giving Week was to bring together the demand and the supply, so to speak. You know, there was the demand and the supply, but the link between them was not organized. A lot of people like myself and Nandita of course being much better intentioned than I am, would find it difficult to trust the agency that would take hold of our money. And I think that's the brilliant thing about the Joy of Giving Week.
Okay, Nandita, you're known for taking up many serious causes, including the environment earlier. Tell us what really you focused on in this particular campaign.
Well, for one, it is very inclusive. It doesn't exclude anybody. It's a festival where anybody can be part of it, whatever class, region, religion that you come from. Also, it's a very simple and yet a profound concept. It's like giving, you know, you can give your time, your skill, your money, things that you have too much of. So I think it's a very accessible concept, and it's not just a cause. It can be in any area. It can be from environment to children to women to whichever area that grabs you, whatever you think that you feel close to. This is an opportunity to be able to do something.
And what kind of reactions have you got, Nandita, so far?
Well, like you said, that, you know, people are generous. Human beings overall want to do something good, especially in the world we live in, where we become cynical, where there's so many negative things every day that you hear, read. You want to be able to be part of that change, but you don't know how. So suddenly when a platform is offered, or you get inspirational stories that, oh, these auto wallas in Chennai are doing something, or the dabba wallas in Bombay, or the CEOs there, or this college, or this school, you feel like, yes, I could do something as well. And so, for instance, an organization like Goonj, you know, that collects old clothes and old things, and it is such a tangible thing. So if nothing else, people say, okay, if you all are recommending this organization is credible, we can give it there, it will actually reach people, let me at least do that.
Right.
So,
Imtiaz,
I think there are many avenues.
tell me and tell all the viewers some specific targets you have for this week, and what message you'd like to get out to the viewers this evening.
The important thing that I'd like to say is that charity has always been very boring in the perspective of the lives we live in. I'd like to say that the interesting thing about the Joy of Giving Week, to put it simply, is that if you want to do anything, there is no blueprint. You can go ahead and do it. If you want to go to a neighboring school and teach English for an hour every day in this week, please go ahead and do it. But for your help, there is also a list of 200 NGOs which you can find on the Joy of Giving site on the net, or on the Give India site on the net, and they can help you channelize your resources even better. As far as the common man is concerned, if there is anything that he wants to give, and in the cynicism and in the noise of an everyday life you've not been able to hear that, this is the time where you need to garner it, to think about it, and actually execute it.
So what you're saying is...
That's what I'd like to say.
Right. I think it's an important message. One, there's some leads on the Joy of Giving site on the net, but also your aim is just for this week to be conscious of giving. Is that your aim as well, Nandita, to just get this as part of our consciousness for this week?
Absolutely. It's just that to bring in that focus.
Sure. Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, both of you, congratulations. I think it's an important campaign you're conducting, and I hope you get a widespread response. We, of course, NDTV, are happy.
We are just supporting in as much as everybody else is supporting, and that's the beauty of this campaign, that anybody can adopt it and make it their own. It doesn't belong to any individual, any organization.
Right.
You know, it's for all of us.
Yeah, and NDTV is supporting you all the way, both of you. Thanks very
So
much
thank you,
indeed.
Pranoy, for that.
Thanks a lot, Pranay.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much for joining us. Thanks very much. Well, that's all we've got time for. Coming up next, the news and an update on what's happening with the Air India strike. Is it on or off? Find out in just a moment. But from me, that's all for now. Bye-bye. Good night.